time always moves forward. But some crimes remain frozen in terror. Tonight we dive into one of the most disturbing, unsolved cases in modern history, a series of murders so methodical, so precise, they became known as the Clockmaker murders. This is a real crime documentary that explores the dark history of a killer who was never caught. For more than 30 years, investigators have tried to solve this cold case mystery, but every clue leads to a dead end. And what you're about to hear may keep you awake tonight. This is a true crime story that continues to baffle everyone. On October 12, 1989, hikers in Hollow Creek Forest stumbled upon something horrific. It was the lifeless body of a 24-year-old woman, posed neatly against a tree. Her hands were folded, her eyes wide open. Right next to her was a perfectly polished pocket watch ticking, but set to the wrong time, 3:17 a.m. The autopsy revealed something even more chilling. There were no defensive wounds, no signs of a struggle, and no clear cause of death. The crime scene evidence was baffling. Investigators believed she was the first victim of someone who planned every single movement with surgical precision. A killer who left almost no trace. This disturbing crime story was just beginning. Within a year, 2 more bodies appeared. Each one was found in a different part of the state. Each one was posed in the same ritualistic way. Each one had a pocket watch beside them, set to a different mysterious time. The press quickly coined the killer the Clockmaker, believing the times represented a hidden message. This serial killer investigation intensified as detectives noticed a disturbing pattern. All victims were found in remote areas, posed with an unnerving calm, and none showed any signs of physical violence. It was as if the killer drained the life from them without leaving a single piece of evidence. The mystery only deepened. In 1993, investigators finally found someone who seemed to fit the profile: Arthur Hensley. He was a reclusive clock repairman who lived just 12 kilometers from where the 3rd victim was discovered. Neighbors described him as quiet, obsessive, and strangely knowledgeable about the details of the unsolved case. One witness even claimed they saw him walking near the forest on the night of the first murder. But when police searched his home, they found nothing except hundreds of clocks, all dismantled. There was no DNA, no watches matching the ones from the crime scenes, absolutely no link to the victims. Arthur denied everything. But the detectives who interviewed him always felt they were standing in the presence of the killer. Despite their suspicions, he was cleared due to a lack of evidence. When investigators lined up all the pocket watches from the crime scenes, something horrifying emerged. Each time displayed on the watches corresponded to the time of death of a historical figure, all of whom were either murdered or executed. 3:17 a.m. was the hour. A political dissident was assassinated in 1949. 11:42 a.m. was the documented death of a wrongfully accused prisoner. 2:06 a.m. was the execution of a young woman for a crime she did not commit. This dark history connection changed everything. The Clockmaker wasn't choosing his victims randomly. He was recreating forgotten deaths, as if he was reenacting history's greatest tragedies through new, innocent victims. This was no ordinary real murder mystery. It was a ritual. Then, in 2001, the killings suddenly stopped. The final victim, a 29-year-old teacher, was found in an abandoned train station. The pocket watch beside her displayed the time 12:01 a.m. This time held no historical link, no special meaning, no recognizable pattern. It was the first and only time the Clockmaker broke his chilling ritual. Many believe this was the killer's way of saying goodbye. Others think something happened to him that night, interrupting his gruesome work. The shocking evidence, or lack thereof, left investigators with more questions than answers. To this day, the Clockmaker murders remain one of the most disturbing cold cases in true crime history. Was the killer reenacting these tragedies as some sort of twisted tribute? Was he obsessed with death, time, or ritual? Was the final victim a mistake? Or was that her intended mysterious fate? Or is the killer, now decades older, still out there, living among us? The truth is still unknown. What do you think happened? Let me know your theory in the comments below, and subscribe for more true crime mysteries that we uncover every week. Thanks for watching.